So you think your videos suck? In today's episode, I'll tell you why it's a good thing. So before we get going, I want to let you know that I have been working full-time online as a content creator for 7 years, making my living this way. I'm relatively new to video, having only started on YouTube a year ago, but prior to that, I've done a variety of other media. I originally started as a writer, was my first foray. I've been through lots of ups and downs, and I've noticed in the wild that there tends to be two different types of content creators when it comes to the attitude towards their work. There is the content creator that is like, I am God's gift to creation. I am Godzilla's gift to art, to the world. I am really good at this. They're very confident. And I've known some people, they go on the shows, they go on to do interviews about their latest book, and they go on and on about how good it is, and they're soaking it up. It's very easy for them to brag and promote because they feel really great about their work and it's really exciting for them. And I am so happy for them. That seems like that would be such a great way to be. But I am not that kind of creator. I am the second kind. And I am the kind that struggles with self-doubt, which is weird. Like I said, after all these years, I've made all kinds of money. I have readers and viewers. I've won awards for writing and many awards. And I'm finally getting to the point where I'm like, okay, at least with writing, I feel like I can go and do this. I don't think I'm Godzilla's gift to anything, but I feel somewhat like I can do things and achieve my goals. I'm not worried all the time about it, which is nice. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be one of those people that are like, my work is awesome, my work is awesome. And I've spent a long time being somebody who's like, oh gosh, I worry that I suck and I think that everybody will think I suck. And the feelings are a lot more fresh for me with video, like as I was saying, because it hasn't been as long. So wanted to make this video today to first off let you know that you don't have to think you're amazing to do well. You just have to keep going, which honestly is probably a lot easier if you do think you're amazing. So, awkward. But I'm going to talk in a minute why it might be a good thing if you're doing this and you don't think you're amazing. So let's dive into it. All right, the first thing I wanted to talk about is the following. Do you have to feel good about your work? The answer is no. You don't have to feel good about your work to be successful or effective. I know it's really weird because we have this idea that you need to believe it and dream it to be it. But that's not reality. And instead, many highly accomplished creatives, including writers, artists, and even scientists, and of course YouTubers, they have struggled with imposter syndrome and self-doubt. For instance, renowned authors like Sylvia Plath, Franz Kafka, Virginia Woolf, they were actually really known and really famous for their self-critical perspectives. And their lack of confidence didn't prevent them from producing some of the most remarkable work there has ever been in the literary field. In some cases, their skepticism about their own talent pushed them to improve their craft continuously. Okay, so the next question to really ask is, would feeling good about your work benefit you? Okay. So I actually have a psych research background. That's what I trained for in my studies. I used to be a manager at a psychological consulting firm. I am very into this. I am a nerd about these sorts of things. And one of the things I was really adept in was learning psychology and motivation and growth. So I can speak empirically about this. Moderate confidence. And when I say moderate confidence, I'm not thinking that you're the best ever, oh, am I great, like the huge overblown self-esteem. I mean moderate. It's somewhere in between the two things that I told you. It's actually very tough for creators to get into this space where there's moderate confidence. Usually people are very feast or famine with this, but moderate confidence can benefit a creator by reducing stress and boosting productivity. And I think this is kind of what I was talking about, where I've stopped constantly worrying that I suck and I'm just kind of like, well, I can do this. I don't feel like I'm like the best in the world, but I'm kind of gotten to the point where I feel like I can do this. That's beneficial. I think that's the low end of moderate confidence, which I will take. I will take the low end of moderate confidence. It is the good zone to be in. And that's because this kind of confidence is associated more with a growth mindset. So I recorded another episode on growth and fixed mindset in content creation that I will link below. But briefly, growth mindset is the belief that your abilities can be developed with effort. If your skepticism about your talent crosses over into a self-doubt that leads to procrastination or fear-based avoidance, working on confidence could be beneficial to you. However, overconfidence, which is believing you're untouchably brilliant, can lead to complacency and stagnation. So there are some drawbacks to thinking you're Godzilla's gift to creation. So the next thing I want to touch on is that lack of arrogance can actually lead to improvement in your work quality. So here's the thing. you think your work sucks. Whether that's accurate or not, your humility and your skepticism likely contribute positively to the quality of your work at least a little bit. This mindset can foster continuous improvement because self-doubt can fuel the desire to learn, refine, and perfect your work, making you receptive to feedback and open to growth. Further, it makes you relatable and makes people empathize with you. Creators who don't place themselves up on a pedestal often create work that resonates more deeply with viewers as your struggles resonate, and it reflects genuine struggles and uncertainties, not somebody that's overconfident. Further, skepticism can lead to attention to detail. So you're more likely to be more thorough when you're video editing or when you're scripting or when you're looking at things. You've got that critical eye to help you. This can lead to polished, well-crafted work. However, you can take this too far. If your skepticism creates excessive self-criticism, it can become a barrier, slowing down your creative process and leading to burnout. So if you're a YouTube creator, should you work on confidence? Confidence is beneficial when balanced. Building a stable sense of self-worth that doesn't veer into arrogance can help reduce anxiety and make the creative process less stressful. Here's how you can work on it. The first thing you can do is cognitively reframe. Recognize that you don't need to feel confident to produce great work. Self-doubt is common among high achievers. Reframe your skepticism as a sign of your dedication, not a lack of talent. The next thing to do is to track small wins. Document your accomplishments, awards, positive feedbacks, viewership milestones to remind yourself of your past successes. This can help you build a more balanced internal narrative as a creator. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself as you would a friend. If you wouldn't tell your friend their skepticism means they lack talent, don't say it to yourself. Acknowledge your stress without letting it define your abilities or lack thereof. Set process goals. Instead of judging yourself based on the outcome, focus on the process. So don't think about the subscribers or the watch hours or anything like that when you're judging yourself. Think more on what you're able to put out and how consistent you can be and how much you can improve with each video. This shifts your mindset from perfectionism to progress. And finally, seek feedback from trusted sources who provide balanced critiques. Their perspective can help you understand where your work stands without you having to act as your own harshest critic. The bottom line here is you don't need to feel bullish about your work to be successful. Many talented people don't. Your humility and skepticism are assets that push you to keep improving and stay grounded. However, finding ways to develop a balanced sense of confidence can help alleviate stress and reduce the emotional toll that creating takes on you. In the end, it's all about striking a middle ground. Maintain your drive for excellence without letting doubt become paralyzing. Working on that balance could make the process more enjoyable and sustainable while still preserving the quality that makes your work stand out. Anyway, it's been great talking to you as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.